Tinfist is an ancient skeleton who was once a close friend and ally of Mad Catlon, erstwhile ruler of the Second Empire. Today, he is the leader of the Anti-Slavers, a faction that is committed to freeing the downtrodden victims of the Holy Nation and United Cities, being referred to as terrorists by the latter and hated by both.
Tinfist and Catlon made a great team, and now Tinfist fights for a losing cause for the humans, while Catlon disappears into thin air. What happened?
Mad Catlon was once the ruler of the Second Empire, the civilization that followed the First Empire and ruled most of the continent of Kenshi. The Second Empire started with noble intentions, Catlon, Tinfist and the other skeletons seeking to protect and guide their organic subjects, steering them away from the bigotry and inhumanity that led to the fall of the First Empire. Eventually, due to internal and external pressures and the paranoia and brutality of Catlon himself, the Second Empire fell apart at the seams and collapsed. We don't know to what extent Tinfist was involved in this brutality, and it has been suggested by some that he may have been ordered to carry out atrocities in Catlon's name, including the management of child prisons and partaking in the genocide of the ancients. But we do know that at some point the friends either became enemies or simply drifted apart. Tinfist now resides in Spring, and according to many in the United Cities is responsible for raids on their settlements, though this may be misinformation spread by them and their allies. He, along with most of the fighters in his faction, focuses on martial arts rather than the use of weapons, and states that he was taught to fight by Gatwood the Soft, thought to be the founder of modern martial arts, and who according to Tinfist never took a life despite being undefeated. Tinfist is averse to the taking of life, perhaps in penance for the atrocities he took part in under the Second Empire, though he puts it down to Gatwood's teachings. He, like Catlon, has never reset, which might explain his somewhat wacky demeanour. Skeletons who do not reset for long periods of time tend to go mad, and the weight of their experiences eventually destroy their minds. One of the things that makes me so fascinated with Kenshi is that there are no real good guys. The Flotsam Ninjas are played by Misandry, and Tinfist, despite now being a freedom fighter, once played a part in creating the hellscape that Kenshi is today. Most of the map is controlled by aggressively bigoted, misogynistic religious lunatics or oppressive, unequal slave societies, and allying with Tinfist will lock off most of the map to the player, making the game orders of magnitude more difficult. Kenshi is never described as a game with a deep, impactful morality system, but I think the fact that choosing to ally with the lesser of two evils will radically change your experience makes that so. If you've enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate you leaving a like on it and subscribing for more Kenshi lore content. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.